Now I am the one who is 40.
Lordy, lordy.
You know, I know what you're thinking. Where's the hat? I'm 40 years old. I can't be wearing that hat. I'm going to wear this one instead. Get that shit out.
Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. This is actually the first time I'm ever wearing it on the podcast. And it does look a little like, I don't know. Might not be perfect for the pod, actually. I might have to go get the old one. Because it looks a little bit like cocked up.
But, yeah, it looks a little frumpy. I don't know. But, I mean, it's really cool. So it has a little Red Cow logo on there and everything.
I mean, is it balanced now? Maybe it's okay now. It is a little frumpy. It looks a little bit like I'm on safari.
Yeah, is it a little bit like an Outback hat or something?
Right. But this is the thing. It's like the Australians do this shit, and some people are like real into the Australian thing, but I'm kind of more into the Texan thing. But anyway, this came from Jimmy B for my birthday. He got us that Doug cameo of him saying 540 or whatever.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? So you don't have to. Thank you for reviewing my own films so I don't have to review them myself in the future. EJ is your Rob Walker. Sly is aware and, oh, sorry, it's 540. Gotta take care of my kids. Bye.
But yeah, it's a really cool hat. I'm actually going to probably wear it out on occasion. It's even got it's got this buckle. It's got this, like little cow on the front. It's very cool. Yeah. But I think something about the camera angle, I don't think it's working. I
I think the plastic hat is better.
It's not plastic. I assure you. So I don't know. But I think it's very, very nice, very thoughtful. Yes. And I don't know what Jimmy B is up to, but I think he's buying hats for everybody. Like, I think you're getting a hat and
oh no.
Yeah, this is the thing about gift givers. They start handing stuff out.
There's not many hats that I'm like into. I got my Red Cow hat.
Yeah, that looks good. I think that's about as much hat as you should tolerate. Well, now I feel weird. I think I got to go get the old one. I'm feeling like I got to go get the old one.
Get the old one.
I'll be back.
I don't feel like this is an official podcast.
Here we go. We're back.
Oh, thank God.
Is everybody's autism in check?
I don't know. For some reason, it feels more balanced. That's all.
Yeah. Well, part of it, just lighting, camera angle. But look, now that we can get beyond the fact that it doesn't look very good on camera. See, it is a cool hat.
No, it's a cool hat. I understand. It is it's a very thoughtful gift.
But what made this thing so popular for me in the first place, like it might just be we just need a Red Cow logo on this very hat instead of trying to get other hats that don't quite fit. Look, this is why gifts are a problem. we went over this. But very thoughtful. Thank you. I did get, for my birthday, we did a series of things. Went to a nice barcade called Play out in New Bedford. We've been there before. We went to go see The Two Towers in theaters, which I'm going to talk about extensively in a little bit because there's a lot to be said. There's a lot to be said on the subject of Lord of the Rings. But there's a few other things that I got. One was, and I think, I don't know, you haven't got anything from Mark lately, right?
No, not late. Oh, well, sort of, yes.
He got me a birthday gift. Happy birthday. And remember, Mark is a very good gift giver. Hey, Frankie, heard you mention your birthday was approaching. Happy birthday. I had some stuff set aside for you for the next time I had a reason to send stuff your way. It's getting hard to remember what's in your collection already, which is the sign of any great collection, but I figured this one you may not have, as it's pretty sought after. Wishing you the best day celebrating with your family, Mark. And so here's what he's got. This is, the guy knows what he's doing. So first and foremost, Tiny Toons Night Ghoulery on tape.
Ooh.
That's a slam dunk for me. Slam dunk.
Yeah.
I was talking, this is, for those who don't know, this is the Tiny Toons Halloween special. And, of course, it was a parody of Night Gallery and did kind of, a little anthology of spooky cartoons. We've watched this with Gloria. She loves it. It's funny. I was talking to some younger people today at my workplace, and they have no memory, no attachment to Tiny Toon adventures at all. But they have a lot of attachment to baby Looney Tunes. That's what they grew up with. Baby Looney Tunes.
Huh. I've never even heard of that.
I have a distant memory of it, maybe, and I think when I encountered it, I was like, "Don't we already have Tiny Toons?"
Yeah, we have Tiny Toons.
I think this is specifically like it's Bugs Bunny and he's a baby. I think that's the concept.
It's like Muppet Babies, but
like Muppet Babies. Although and then they made them into Muppet Kids, which always really bugged Gloria. She's like, they're not babies. They're 5. But anyway, We've got these classic Clerks action figures.
Right.
Now, do I have this one? Yes. However, there's problems with mine. His hand fell off upstairs long ago. I bought this at Newbury Comics years ago, and I don't know if you can see it. This is signed by one Kevin Smith.
What?
This is signed by Kev. I have no idea how he has that. And the packaging is honestly super cool, because it's got like film reel perforations on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Jay, and that's signed by Jay Muse. So how cool is that?
My God.
Thank you, Mark. I'm too lucky, man.
Is there anyone better than Mark? I don't know.
No, there's not. Nobody. My daughter. Well, I'll tell a quick story about. It's Friday before the weekend, going into birthday celebrations, and I see I'm bringing the trash down by the driveway in the morning, and she's walking the other way, headed to the car, and she's got a big cardboard box with just a bow precariously sat upon the top of it. It's not wrapped, but it's sort of like a Vokes gift. And I go, "What's that?" And she goes, "Don't ask." And it keeps moving. So the next morning, she's like, "Mom, should we show Dad what's in the box? Should we give Dad his gift?"
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
And I open it, and it's a crochet kit. She wants to crochet with me, and because she's been taking this thing called Fiber Arts, where they learn how to do all this sort of crafty stuff. And she goes, I said, "Oh, you want me to crochet?" And she goes, "I would love to crochet with you." Like that. And then I go, "Yeah?" And she goes, "Fuck yeah." And I could see her make the calculation of like, should I swear in this moment? Is this way too inappropriate? But she was like, I think she did the comedy calculation where she's like, it's very funny in this quiet moment regarding crocheting to tell my dad, "Fuck yeah."
It's worth it.
Anyway, a couple days later, on the actual birthday, January 20th, Inauguration Day. Sometimes it's MLK Day, sometimes it's not Inauguration Day. I think I was born on MLK Day. I think that's true. They got me some stuff, some real stuff. So they got me another signed thing. This is the cast of All in the Family: Rob Reiner, Sally Struthers, Carol O'Connor, and what's her face? Why can't I remember her name? This is a problem with recording so late. Of course, I know her name. I've said it a million times. Jean Stapleton. Thank you. Whew. Recording after work, I'm fucked.
Yeah, it's true.
But I was worried. I was like, this had to have been a little expensive. She was like, this is like $16 on eBay. I was like, oh.
Wow. Yeah, I would have thought it was been more. That's awesome. That's an awesome gift.
And you got to understand, like, I've been watching All in the Family. Like, I can't quit this show. I was obsessed when I was in college. I remember I watched a ton of it, and now I'm watching it all over again. I'm just loving it. I mean, Carol O'Connor in particular, gives such a performance that is so nuanced and modern. And people say it all the time. I'm going to say it too. Like, if you watch interview footage with him, it's so a way to put it, he also played the Southern cop in The Heat of the Night, that show in like the 90s when he was a little older. And that's like kind of the other role he's known for besides Archie Bunker. And in that, he plays, a Southern guy that's kind of like with a Southern, almost effeminate drawl.
Well, come on in, child. Sit down. I was just saying that anything I can do to help settle your estate, you just tell me what it is and it's done.
But it's very convincing. He's a good actor. Hearing him in real life, just have like a normal conversation, you realize that Archie Bunker is just as much of a departure from his real identity as like the Southern guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I figured it was like that's a part of himself that he's playing up or something, but like no, it's like it's a full character that he's inhabiting.
There is a tremendous amount of pressure because we do it before a live audience like this every week, so we're preparing what amounts to a new play.
People are probably surprised to hear you talk without Archie's own, dialogue, own speech pattern, own accent.
Well, of course, anytime you want, I can lapse into that.
And same with Jean Stapleton as Edith. It's like the same sort of deal. But anyway, they got me this vinyl record.
Ooh.
And it's an All in the Family comedy album. And it's just audio clips, dude, from the show.
Wow, really?
And the only thing is, you wouldn't want somebody to walk in the house while you're listening to this out of context, not knowing what the show is. Because a lot of it is just Archie Bunker being a big racist. We're like, oh my God, what's coming out of that record player? He's calling people the F slur for gay guys. And just popping off.
Oh my God.
Side one, Those Were the Days, the theme. Those were the days. Why God made hands. Very funny bit. He goes, that's how I know there's a God. Because he put hands at the end of your arms there, because that's where they'd be handy. That's why they're called that, hands.
And then he put the hands here on the end of the arms because he knew that's where they'd be handy.
We know there's a God because he put hands at the end of your arms where they'd be handy, and that is why they're called hands.
Of course, it makes perfect sense.
No ribs. God is black. Like I said, a lot of saucy stuff here. So really fun I think to listen to, like, kind of like clipped comedy. And then, I think she was dying to get me an album, but they seem to not really exist. Great Big Sea, I almost said Great Big Fish. Great Big Sea is one of my favorite bands ever. These are Newfoundland, kind of like folk rock, sea shanty / 90s alternative rock, basically, is the idea. They have a lot of popular songs, but probably one of their most popular is like and I said, hey, it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your frame of mind. But this one, this what you see there, this mermaid, this inverted mermaid, is from their song Mermaid, which is about it's basically a sea shanty about a guy who falls in love with a mermaid, and she has a sister and she's inverted, but the chorus is and her hair was made of seaweed, her skin was blue and pale, her face it was a work of art. I love that girl with all my heart, but I only like the upper part. I did not like the tail. It's very fun. For those who might know some of the other songs, Come and I Will Sing You, one of my favorite Christmas songs. In fact, I edited together a Red Cow Christmas montage many years ago to that song.
Come and I will sing you. What will you sing me? I will sing you one note.
Come and I will sing you. What will you sing me? Old Paulina, the river driver. I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. The Mermaid, Captain Kidd, Graceful and Charming, Concerning Charlie Horse, French Shore, Cod Liver Oil, Tickle Cove Pond. This is great stuff. I'm telling you. Don't sleep on Great Big Sea. This is all amazing music. Lots more vinyl. You ready for just a little bit more vinyl?
Let's do it.
Mark. Let's go back to Mark.
Yeah.
Did you get your stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it turns out Mark sells vinyl records as well. I don't know, what black market this dude has access to.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand his life.
I mean, he spins a lot of plates, and one of the things he's able to do is sell records off of one of his many online stores. And so he gave both of us a $100 coupon and said, buy some records. And there's a Smashing Pumpkins shirt, a Melancholy shirt that I'm waiting to come in.
Oh.
But, remember I said, all I need is the Guardians Volume 2 album? Well, I'm shopping on there. I come across Volume 3. All right, fine.
All right.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with the music, Do you have one of yours?
I mean, all of mine are basically the same because I was looking for stuff and everything I wanted was out of stock. Every time I found an entry, it was out of stock.
True. I ran into a lot of out of stock.
Until I got to the National.
You've been talking about them.
And all of the National was in stock. So I got a bunch of them. So I got Alligator, which is probably my favorite album of theirs, Alligator. Has Secret Meeting, Karen. Mr. November is probably my favorite song of theirs. That's all.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, I got Boxer for my birthday.
Yes.
So I got the kind of the sister album to it. It's the Virginia EP, which is it's basically kind of like a B-sides almost. And I got High Violet, which is 2 records in there. Because there's a lot of tracks apparently. High Violet's a good album. And I got Cherry Tree, which is also kind of an odd one. It's kind of like a side project, but I like the songs on it. About Today is one of my favorite songs from them, and Wasp Nest. So yeah, all National all the time. They were all in stock, so I just went add to cart.
Did you notice how fast they shipped? I got this shit in 2 days.
Yeah, and they were all new. I thought for some reason because his other venture was VHS tapes that are used. I thought that would be used records or something. That was my preconception, but they're all new. They're all new.
Yeah, it's the
sealed.
stuff you see in Target, Newbury Comics, and elsewhere. all these like new prints. I did notice the last time we brought up vinyl, there wasn't too much of this, but some people were like worried about musical taste. And it's kind of funny because I feel like with movies, you don't really run into that so much. They're not, like if I bought a bunch of guilty pleasure movies or something, nobody would be like judging me for my movie taste. But music, people get snobbier about music, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
But so far, you've got Weezer and people aren't.
Every time I bring up the Weezer, the Blue Album, somebody's like, "Oh yeah, you mentioned Weezer. That's great."
People seem to like that. So now I got Smashing Pumpkins Pure Acoustic, 1993 and more.
Oh.
So it's the Unplugged and More 1993. That's what it's called. And it's got a lot of your favorites: your Rocket, your Cherub Rock, your Today, your Disarm. The killer in me. The killer in me is the killer in you. So that was it for what I bought from there, and you'll see the shirt someday, I'm sure. And then I went over to. In our area, Newbury Comics is the best place probably to shop for vinyl, I think. I mean, you got your Targets and your Walmarts, but the selection is kind of broad. And I mean, it's any store, the selection is going to be broad, but Newbury goes just a little bit deeper, at least for the new stuff. And I'm a huge Queen fan. I am. And I was like, I'll get a greatest hits, sure. I just, whatever. It's like, you can't miss. I don't think it's ever been a Queen song that I was like, this sucks. It's all really so much fun. I feel like, it's like Throw a Dart, like Don't Stop Me Now, or Crazy Little Thing Called Love, or Best Friend, or it's like, these movies, like it just goes right into any movie and it will work. And I think like Don't Stop Me Now, like how many movies has that been in? And finally, I came across this and I was like, nah. And then my mom of all people was like, hey, I picked you something up for your birthday. It's Fleetwood Mac Rumors.
There you go.
Right? Nina really likes Fleetwood Mac. I like them for sure.
No.
The Chain and Seven Wonders. If I could be Seven Wonders. I like Fleetwood Mac. Fuck you.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Okay, I think that's all the gifts, actually. That's it. So thank you to everybody. And again, the hat. I feel like maybe like the hat went worse on the podcast than I expected. The hat's really cool. I'm actually more likely to wear this out than I am to wear this.
Yeah. No,
but this
definitely
continues to just work really well for the lighting.
It just fills the frame perfectly. Like you were complaining, like, oh, maybe I have too much headroom. Well, that hat just solved it, honestly.
and there have been some questions about like, are you wearing that because you're balding or something? Not yet. That's not currently the reason. I reserve the right for that to be the reason. I'm not getting younger here.
No, we're both over 40. We're aging. Our hair is thinning, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, see, I get hat hair worse than anybody. I don't know about you. Like my hat hair, like once the hat, like I'll sleep in the hat after this.
I use product on my hair because if I don't, I'll have like a big fro. So
maybe I need to start with the product. Although it's like anytime you make a change like that in your life, people are very, what's going on?
I've been doing it for so long. Well, because like if I don't have it, it literally it'll become like an afro. Yeah, it's like Matt Stone. I'll be like Matt Stone. Oh, yeah.
I suppose because when I started wearing it, it really was just because like I always kind of had problems with lighting down here with the ring light and the arcades and everything, and it finally just like illuminated stuff. I was like, oh, it's like a good flag. And I think I kind of sparked to it early because I was like, there's something about like I want to make sure people understand that we're not taking ourselves especially seriously on this podcast. I want to make sure they don't think we're indicting anybody or sending anybody to prison or anything. So I was like, maybe a silly hat will help the situation.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think it has to some degree, actually. I think it has. I think it draws attention in a way that it can't be denied.
It can't be denied. No, I don't know. Well, if we're just to tack it on to this media discussion, I brought my kids to Walmart as I do sometimes just to entertain them. They picked up a couple Pokemon DVDs that I just had to buy for them. So this is a 3-movie collection, and is Pokemon the first movie, Pokemon 2000, Pokemon the third movie. I've like by the time they started getting into movies, I was out of Pokemon when I was younger. So I actually never saw Pokemon the first movie, which was kind of a cultural event, and we actually just watched it. I thought it was pretty It's fun. It's a very weird decision for like a first Pokemon movie because it's like a Mewtwo and he's like he's like a mutant who's created from like another Pokemon and he's like questioning his purpose because he's been created.
Like Shadow the Hedgehog and
yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I think because during the 90s, like they cloned that sheep, so cloning was on people's mind, Dolly the sheep or whatever. And so it was just like a weird existential movie with like, and Mewtwo makes this like H.R. Giger tower, and it's like weird. It's a strange movie, but they loved it. They were like, "This is the best." And so I was like, "Oh well, at least they're happy." So
they probably had a nice foundation for it too. They've been watching the show, and now it's like the big event. Yeah, right. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best movie, but if they're having fun, I'm having fun. And they also picked up Johto Journey, so this is the next season of Pokemon. So actually, it's not. There's another season in between this season and the one we have. It's like the Orange Islands. They made like a season where they like made up a bunch of gyms and stuff because I think it was between like video games. It was between Blue and Red and Gold and Silver. And they were like, we need to like release something to hold people over. So they just like made up a bunch of stuff. But they wanted this, so I got it. And then I saw this, which is the Hobbit trilogy and Lord of the Rings trilogy in one box. This is DVD. And I was like, it was $14, which is fairly cheap. Because I almost bought the Lord of the Rings trilogy on DVD because I have the full screen version, which I only got because of my RGB Pi video where I wanted full screen versions for my own pervert joke, basically.
Science projects.
My science project, my own joke. I don't know. I saw this. I've never seen I saw the first Hobbit movie. I didn't see the other ones. And I didn't have Lord of the Rings trilogy on widescreen.
$14 for 6 movies that cost billions to make. That's pretty fucking good.
Well, because I saw the Lord of the Rings trilogy in a thrift store and it was more expensive. So I was like, I'm just going to buy it at Walmart and I'll get more movies. So we'll watch that because the kids have been reading The Hobbit. They actually love the book The Hobbit. So
The Hobbit's great.
We'll check out those movies because they haven't seen them yet.
Well, if they love Narnia, they're going to love this.
The transfers look pretty good. Like they're not. It's kind of weird because they're all in this one box, and they all have like black discs. It's definitely cheap, but they're the same transfers that they were back in the day, and they look pretty good. And the color correction is what I expect Lord of the Rings to be.
That reminds me, I wanted to tell you about this, EJ, if I may.
Sure.
Remember I mentioned that I bought this at Walmart?
Yeah.
This is our new thing. We go to Walmart. We're buying out Walmart's DVD stock before it all goes away because they're really, this is like $10. It's like all 40 Peanuts TV specials. Every single one that you could possibly imagine, it's on here. Yeah. It's like 5 discs, got a nice book. It's like $10, right? Okay. So here's what I need you to know. This is important.
It is. I understand.
Do you remember the Technology Connections guy that was like, hey, wait, those giant kind of re-releases of TV series and they're bootleggy and whatever. And then he came out with like, actually, I just bought bootlegs. I'm sorry that I made this video. And I'm sorry if you covered it. So fair enough. So these are all professionally made, high quality products, I'm sure. No doubt about it. Well, I bring this home. I put it in the Blu-ray player in my living room, 55-inch LCD TV. Put on the New Year's special. It was around New Year's when we were popping it on. Looks great. Looks really good. About as good as I've ever seen it. Because I think I've only ever seen VHS transfers of that particular special anyway. I'm like, wow, this looks really good on the big TV. I don't know if they upsampled it or what. And it's in 4:3. Have you found that like a lot of modern widescreen TVs don't even have the 4:3 option? Like you don't even have the option to letterbox your 4:3.
It's tough. If something is in 4:3, like some of our like DVDs they're in 4:3. My Blu-ray player automatically like zooms in, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to unzoom it in.
Well, I had the opposite problem. So I'm like, that's great, love it, awesome, great. I go over to the CRT, the Panasonic CRT, the 4:3 with the built-in DVD player. I'm like, oh, this might be fun. I'll pop some of these on while I work on my laptop, right? Pop it on, EJ. And now it all makes sense. What's going on? They encoded these for widescreen.
So it's a 4:3 image inside a 16:9 image.
Bingo. And so on a CRT, whoop, it's letterboxed on top and it's letterboxed on the bottom. Yeah, it's for, they're selling this to old people who by now have widescreen TVs.
But that would solve my problem with my Blu-ray player, which automatically zooms it in.
So we have, you got peanut butter in my chocolate. we're on different ends of the spectrum here, but the autism spectrum. But it made me think, I was like, well, but even if I rip these and put these on, if I rip them and put them on Plex, it'll work well on widescreen TVs. But yeah, I'm like, you know what? Like to get these working properly on a CRT, I'd have to re-encode the fucking DVDs in a proper, right?
Yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, and if the Pokemon DVDs, they're 4:3, and they show up perfect on this. But then when I bring them up to my widescreen, it zooms them in, and I'm trying to look at the settings. I'm like, how can I get this unzoomed in? And my kids are like, we don't care. Let's just watch them.
Well, truthfully, I don't really pop in DVDs very often on the modern TVs. I pop them in on. For me, the fun of it is, you have a standard def thing. Watch it on a standard def television. Anyway, alas.
If I